Hey friends, Steve Long here, and I want to take a couple minutes and talk to you about this coming Sunday, November 4th, at our airport campus. And every year, all around the world, Christians have a Sunday that they take some time to pray for persecuted Christians, people who are persecuted because of their faith. And we have done that, but we've made it into a whole meeting. And so I think this is our 10th year to do something special. And usually we celebrate not just people who are Christians that are persecuted, but really all faiths, and just recognize that it is everyone's privilege to worship God in the way that they would like to do that. It's one of the core distinctives of Protestants is that we believe that each person has the choice, but they are also accountable to the Lord for what they choose. So this Sunday's that. It's our privilege because we have a gentleman in our church called Majid El-Shafi, and many of you know him because he's a part of our congregation, and he's the guy that we give one Sunday morning to a year, and he brings in his friends, and this year is no exception. The people that Majid brings is members of parliament to speak on behalf of Canada and what Canada's position is with persecuted peoples. And so this year we have two members of parliament that are already confirmed coming. David Anderson is a conservative from Saskatchewan, and he has been leading the charge in Ottawa as a member of parliament for this very topic. He's a follower of Jesus, wonderful, wonderful guy. We also have returning Elizabeth May. She was with us about 2 or 3 years ago. And Elizabeth is the leader of the Green Party of Canada, and a wonderful lady, Anglican background. She trained as a priest, and she's also a follower of Jesus. We also have Rabbi Balka from Ottawa, and he is Canada's leading rabbi and a wonderful guy. He's been to Catch Fire many, many times, and just an astute, wise gentleman. And so he's going to be part of our day. The highlight is going to be up to 50 Yazidis that are going to be with us. And the Yazidis is a really small cultural group in Kurdistan, and they have been picked on, if I can say it like that, terribly persecuted by ISIS people. And the men have been beheaded when they're captured, the boys have been beheaded, and the women, regardless of their age, I think once they're like 5 or 6, they're taken into and sold as sex slaves. And so last year we had a little girl, 3 sisters, you remember, brought their children, and one of the little girls who was 8 or 9 had already been married off to a man in his 70s, and just terrible, terrible things. And what we've been doing, friends, is that we take an offering at this event every year, we give it to Majid, and then he goes into Syria, he goes into Iraq, and he dresses like the ISIS guys does. He buys these ladies and brings them across the border and brings them into Canada. And so that's where there's going to be up to 50 of these ladies. So this is a celebration, friends, of what we've done to help rescue people's lives and care for people who don't know Jesus yet. The good news is about 7 of these ladies are already followers of Jesus. So for those of you that have been behind the scenes helping out, thank you so much for doing that. So a couple protocols, friends, for this Sunday. Number 1, we're going to have extra security here just for these Yazidi ladies because they continue to be a persecuted group even in Canada, and so we're going to have some extra security people. You'll notice them because they're going to be wearing suits and ties and just look like they're talking into their microphones and all that kind of stuff. Also, the protocol for men is that men, if you are close to these ladies, we don't touch them, you don't introduce yourself, you just smile and keep a distance. Ladies, we need you to be hugging them and praying for them, and just, if you have an opportunity, just engaging with them. Some of them are learning English, most speak Arabic, and we have already reached out, and some of the people who speak Arabic in our church are going to be in the hospitality room while we're having a meal with them and just there to pray for them. So we're going to be well organized to minister to these ladies that are going to be with us on Sunday. So it's going to be a great day, and I just want to encourage you. The reason we do this, the reason we have members of parliament come, for example, is the Bible says to honor our political leaders, honor the kings, pray for them, but it's also a time for us to have influence back in Ottawa and to be able to just demonstrate to the government of Canada that we care about what's going on for our Christians and other people groups. And so it's going to be a great day. Look forward to having you here. 9:15 is going to be a lesser impact meeting in the sense that lesser of the smaller amount of the Yazidis will be here. Elizabeth May is only going to be at the second meeting, and Rabbi Balka will be there for both. I believe David Anderson will be there for both. Most of the Yazidi women are coming for the second meeting at 11:30. So it's going to be a great, great day. Look forward to seeing you. God bless.